What's going on? I'm gonna wait for a handful of people to come in here at least. I figured we would have a little hangout night. Hope everybody's doing well. I need to stop speaking so loud. Blow my voice out again. Well, we got a couple here. Hope everybody's doing well. I know it's middle of the week and we were not expecting this, but Jeremy, what are you doing? Don't you got plans tonight? Eric, glad you came over to this one. I uh I thought I was gonna have a really low period of pickups, and then out of nowhere, I get a bunch of stuff came in, and I don't want to just keep this all to myself. I want to share with everybody because there is some really random cool things in here that I have not. uh Sorry, that made me laugh. Jeff says, "Quit my job. That'll save my voice." It really would. I talked a lot today too, and they were how do I say this nicely? They were headquarters conversations. I was talking to people. I was talking to DC today, and it was a you have to sound extra professional, so it was a little more rough on the voice than normal. For those wondering, one of my dear friends, Jeremy, who's been on this channel before, he is in a band that is playing their first live show tonight, and I am so stoked for him. Jeremy, kill it tonight! Absolutely kill it. Glad you're hanging out in the meantime, though. So I'm gonna start getting into it now that we got a good 7+ people here. I actually didn't had a t- I didn't have a tie on. I was sitting at home behind a screen. It was nice. Uh, let's see. So as you can see, these are still folded. I got a mystery package of teas from the company Rucking Fountain. For those that have not followed on the Facebook page, I post about them sometimes when they post updates. Like I think it's April 15th. They have a Suspiria collection coming. That is, they haven't revealed it yet, but their art is always great. And they did like a discounted mystery 3-pack of teas, and that's what this is. So we're gonna find out together what's gonna be in here. Ah, that means the world, Jeremy. Thanks. Angel, hey, hey. I normally am not here on Tuesday, but I'm going to be on the other channel at 9 o'clock. By the way, just hour and 15 minutes for everybody that's here hanging out. I just figured let's talk about all kinds of stuff tonight. So unfolding now, and since I'm a giant, this takes forever to unfold. Jeez, I am kind of a little disappointed that they're all black shirts. I think as I'm wearing one, I think I have enough black tees. Where is the middle? Okay, here we go. First one. Let's see. Where is the top here? I did not expect a Star Wars shirt. That's kind of rad. That is a great shirt. Yes, Fuzz. The show will still be going on tonight on the other channel on Discovering Cinema. Oh no, maybe Fuzz didn't get the memo that the Tuesday night shows we switched that to another channel. If you don't have that, let me. You know what? I think the link is in the description below. If it's not there, let me know. Angel, I'm not sure if this is the actual poster art, but they do Asian styled art all the time. Very Asian style. If that's not the poster art, it is made specifically for them. So that's cool. Next one. Okay. I think that, yep, this is the top. Looking at it for the first time with you. Holy hell. I'm not even a giant Star Wars person, but that is a cool design. Did not expect that. Oh, Fuzz has a new channel. Yeah, we are definitely still going to be there. Promise. Let's see. Did we go for the trifecta? Oh man, I got to be honest. Semi disappointed. I didn't really want all Star Wars, but that's not awful. It's listed as Let me see if I can pull it up. Revenge of the Jedi. So I bet that is the Japanese art. I'm not huge on Star Wars. I don't hate them, but they're all there. I'm shocked. I didn't expect to get a trilogy of shirts. Okay, so let's see what's next. Next cool thing, I heard about this company called Don't Eat the Gum. Jeff says, disappointed you are. Don't Eat the Gum. I believe the website is actually don'teatthegum.com. And they are kind of like one of those. Yep, Revenge was the original title. So don'teatthegum.com is one of those like monthly mystery pack type things, I think. But they have certain ones that are catered to a theme. Or you can buy like, this is the weekly or monthly theme, whatever it is. And I had somebody else that tried them, and they recommended. And so I figured I'd check them out. And I have not looked into this at all. I don't know what's in here. We're going to check to see if this was worth it all together. So first off, pretty big box. It's one of the medium, or actually that might be a large priority mailbox. Pulling the top thing out. I believe. Trick or Treat Studios designed Halloween wall hangs, I think. These are the designs. 6 different designs in there. Kind of neat. I don't really have the wall space for it anymore, but hey, Trick or Treat Studios does really good work. Pulling the next thing out. Okay, so admittedly it's kind of cheap, but it is a nice hawk. I'm kind of impressed. And it's actually got like the straps to wear it and everything. Just one to put in the movie room. I actually don't have one of the Jason masks, so it's not bad. It looks certainly pretty cheap. And I believe that's even an Amazon label. Antoine, what's going on? Mike Cuts, new to the channel. Glad you're here. This was unexpected. This is not a very common thing. I do have a Tuesday show, but that's on another channel. Let's see. Fuzz says, some say they are making a Darth Vader Killing All Jedis movie is coming out. Interesting. Mask just fell down. Okay. Next up in the box. Tissue paper. Here we go. All folded up, mystery-like. Looks like a little frame, maybe? There is the picture that was inside. Gotta love it. Angel says he's disappointed for me so far. Man, I love burlap sack Jason. That would be awesome. Mike says he'll take the wall hangings. Up next, holy God. One of the looks kind of like one of the cavity colors bonus bags type situation. We might dive into this if we have enough time, because there does look to be some decent things in here. I do see one enamel pin at least. But let's check the rest of the box. Ah, that feels like a figure. Oh, I mean, not bad. Toonie Terrors Ash. I believe, yeah, that's from NECA. Nice. I don't have any of the Toonie Terrors, but not terrible. Oops, I made that go away. Let's see. I'm not a huge grab bag fan, but I figured I'd try it, let everybody know. It's something that I feel like horror collectors are kind of exploited with these a lot more than other fandoms. Let's see. And that's all that's in the box. No, Jeff, this is definitely not free. I paid for this out of pocket. In fact, I will say right now, I will let anybody know if I ever get anything free. I'm not really that type of person. Yeah, I paid for this. If anything ever gets solicited that I would get it for free, I will let you know. In fact, there was once, because I ran a Facebook group for Arrow, that MVD asked us to remove somebody's posts, and because we took them down, they sent me, I think, 2 free discs, but it wasn't even, anything super special. Oh, kind of a lot in here. Oh, interesting. There's an actual not autographed. What was I going to say? My name is on this, on an envelope. Loot Crate. That was the name I was trying to think of earlier. Thanks, Eric. All right. Looks like for supporting them, they sent a thank you card. That's actually kind of nice. Ooh. We got some random ass cards in here. Dinosaur Attacks synopsis card with a checklist on the back of all the cards. Rat Face Robert card. A Perfect Strangers card. And then that's actually kind of cool. Jaws 3D, the Tunnel in Turmoil card. And then on the back, it's got a little scene from the movie. I am shocked. I didn't look at the rest of the card. I thought it was just to hold those cards. They have a handwritten full-on card in here. So this says, excuse me, Ryan, thank you for ordering a themed box for my small business. I put all of these together by myself, so feel free to post pics and feedback up on the pages. I would really appreciate it. The Freddy pin is from Crumby Pins. Artist Harry McCain molded and hand-painted the Necronomagnet. You could have just called it a Necromagnet. I think that would have been better. The Dare and Friday the 13th Part 7 sticker are from artist Chris Ott of London, 1888. Enjoy the box. Kevin Kennedy of Don't Eat the Gum. This is like really impressive for a small business. That's kind of cool. Maddie, what's going on? We were talking about a company called Don't Eat the Gum. I got a little theme box from, and we were still finding out what's in here. So, wow, I actually saw these online about a year ago. These are mashup posters, and it's just a little piece of art card. It's very paper thin. The Re-Terminator, and then the back. This was my favorite one, and I wanted a full-size poster of this. Ernest Goes to Hell. Isn't that awesome? Eric, I just saw that earlier you asked what was in the frame. I got to be honest, I don't remember what this is from, but this is what was in the frame. I mean, it would be hilarious if that was Society. Oh, you know what? That's the giant Freddy eating. What is the character's name? I don't remember her name. But yeah, that's the giant Freddy Krueger, the big worm Freddy. Let me see here. A few other things in here still. What is it? Halloween air freshener from Trick or Treat Studios. A whole bunch, random bunch of candy here, including Awesome All Stars bubble gum, and there is actually cards in there. I can feel it. This is Silly CDs Collectible Trading Card Series, Premier Edition, 5 cards per pack. I've never heard of this, but the like example picture on the front says "N Stink." That's kind of hilarious. That's my type of comedy. We got another Dinosaurs Attacks candy gum cards situation. Yep, it smells like pumpkin seeds. Oh. I have an abundance of stickers, but as they alluded to in the card, there are a couple stickers. This Freddy sticker here. And then this is actually a really unique Halloween sticker. Let me see if I can hold that up properly. Yeah, there you go. Really cool design there. And that's, I believe that's the Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween 2018. Nice setup. It looks good. Then there, excuse me. Then there is a Don't Eat the Gum sticker. This is a big sticker. And then Friday the 13th, the New Blood sticker. This is awesome. Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence sticker. And then, oh, it's the name of the company. Knee High Horror sticker. That Jason, ugh, that does not look right. All right. I thought this was over, but there's a couple little tiny baggies. And, oh, wow. That's actually kind of really cool. It's a little card protector with a magnet strip on the back, and it's got a retro Fangoria cover. That's a neat idea for magnets. This is pretty cool. I mean, was it worth the, gosh, I think this box was 40, 45, 50, something like that. Probably not, but could be worse. Another one of the Fangoria magnets. Nice. Sam Raimi's Darkman. And then finally, the pin, States of Horrors. This is, like I said on the card, from Crummy Pins. And this glows in the dark. And I think that's going to reflect terribly. So let me pull it out of here. It is Freddy. That's kind of cool. And I got a lot of enamel pins here if you watch the collection video. So yeah, not awful. Oh, shoot. How did I miss this one? I may get a rare card in the packets. So this is, again, from... Oh, that's right. I read it on the card and forgot all about it. Harry SFX, Collectible Creations, and more, just to show the brand and all that. This is a little business card they're using. Pretty cool.
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri wants to get involved. Hey, what's going on? Just the Discs is here. Impromptu stream going over a company called Don't Eat the Gum. And the last thing to show in there, Necronomicon magnet. This is what they were calling a Necronamo magnet. But I wish they would have just called it a necromagnet. But yeah, it's actually, it's kind of like hefty. It's not heavy, but it's solidly built. Feels like a full piece of like ceramic or porcelain or something. Not terrible. I mean, overall, there is, let's see, an enamel pin, 3 different magnets, like 7 stickers, an air freshener, some art, whole bunch of candy, wall hanging from Trick or Treat Studios, Friday the 13th Hawk, and a framed picture from Nightmare on Elm Street, and a NECA Toonie Tears. I gotta be honest, that kind of feels like it's worth it. Dustin, we had the Patreon stream earlier. Thank you. This one is impromptu. I just had a whole bunch of random crap to show off that all came in. So I made a giant mess on this desk now. Let me get rid of some of this candy. I'm honestly like that may be worth the $50. Everything that came in there, if it was 50, I think it was 50. I mean, picture frame alone, it's probably a Walmart picture frame for like $3, but still. Aw, thanks for that. Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome Flash pre-order is always something that people seem to not really understand. So wanted to get that out there. And speaking of, man, you are great at giving segues. I got this in. This is for the monthly package, and I figured now would be the perfect time to go into some of it. Oh gosh, Eric, that happened to every single one of them. I had, I don't know if everybody knows this. The first 3 films from that franchise all got those types of packaging. Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, and Evil Dead 2 all got one of those Necronomicon covers, and it went. I think there was a 2-pack for Evil Dead 1 and 2 in the UK that had them, and then Army of Darkness came out alone. But yeah, it happened to almost all of them. Mine did as well. I had to throw that in the trash, and I was very sad that day. It's a good thing I have long, giant arms. All right. Breaking into this. Oh, gosh. What a great first thing to show on the YouTube stream. We have the single from Hellaware called Young Torture Killers. I'll cut your dick off. I had to get this just because that art is hilarious and it's going to look great in the movie room. And then I've been waiting on the release of this documentary for so long. Obviously, this is the vinyl for it, but we'll get to the documentary in just a minute. And, man, they really taped this one tight. Let me see. This is for, oh gosh, so much bubble wrap. I believe this is from Terror Vision. Scream Queen, the original soundtrack by Alexander Taylor, Blue Swirl colored vinyl, limited to 200 copies. And there is the backside. Great documentary if nobody's seen it. Now finally available on Blu-ray. It had had a previous DVD release, so it is nice to have that HD upgrade. And breaking into some of the films. All right, from partner label Circle Collective, we have Project Space 13, and this may be one of my favorite slipcovers ever from any of these partner labels. This is such a unique design. It is so crazy all the way around. Maddie, I had to order that vinyl. None of the music releases like that have ever been a part of the sub, unfortunately. Here is the inside art for Project Space 13. And this one is Nate, an emerging performing artist, finally gets a coveted show at a Manhattan gallery. But right as he begins his durational, provocative piece, the entire city shuts down for COVID. Unswayed, he locks himself in the white cube space to continue his performance for an audience of none. As tensions flare outside, the gallery hires private security to watch over him and his art. Over the course of one night, 2 armed guards and Nate argue about everything, reveal their darkest secrets, and prepare for the worst. Project Space 13 is an irreverent satire of upper-class dilettantism. I feel like I'm too poor for that word. Dilettantism, desperate institutions, and rampant paranoia in hyper-uncertain times. This looks like a great release, and it sounded super funny. And Circle Collective has done a really great job so far. I had a friend of mine request a review for this. Don't know if I'm going to do it, but this is Backwards Marcy. This is the Saturn's Core release for this month, and you can tell this is one of the lower budget shot on video titles that they've been putting out. She's homeless and hungry for sex, blood, and revenge. And the inner art is what that looks like. And then let's see. This is a wrong turn. Oh man, that's popping out. A wrong turn during a business trip leads an unsuspecting yuppie down a perilous road of terror after he foolishly runs afoul of Marcy, a psychotic redneck homeless woman who dwells deep in the ominous swamplands of the New Jersey Pine Barrens. After capturing him and caging him like an animal, the depraved Marcy methodically tortures and rapes her helpless male captive. Upon his escape, a savage fight to the death ensues where only the most cunning of the two will survive. This also is a double feature with an ex-hooker's Christmas Carol. So it sounds super classy. Thanks. Appreciate that. I try to do what I can to make it look at least semi-entertaining. The one I just talked about, Scream Queen. This is that documentary, and also really cool die-cut slipcover. And the best part, there's art behind the die-cut. Really interesting. And then the claws are out. This is the back of it, and it's embossed fully. Here is the inner art, and I believe the original art that is the big like poster art for this is on the reverse side of this. For those that don't know, this is a documentary about Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And this is from Enjoy the Ride Records. So many partner labels to keep track of. AGFA is one that I will always support, and this one was maybe the most enticing partner label release this month. For me, at least. And that's because I, always wanted to be a filmmaker. Pathogen. This is from AGFA, and with Bleeding Skull, working with them. And there is the inner art. A film by Emily Hagens. But the cool thing here, let me read off the synopsis. Conceived when filmmaker Emily Hagens was 12 and released when she was 15. Pathogen is one of the most accomplished horror movies ever made by a person before they could legally drive a car. A mysterious technology has transformed the residents of Austin, Texas into flesh-craving zombies. Armed with a knife, an axe, and many pairs of flip-flops, middle schooler Danny and her Pee-wee zombie squad take to the streets to battle undead parents, teens, and even a toddler. Then they go into the actual making. With an impressive devotion to editing and storytelling, Pathogen delivers eyeball gouging, decapitations, and knife fights, along with an endearing perspective that could only originate from a teenager. Really, really cool. I can't wait to see what somebody could do at this age. And also, let's see, we are giving Pathogen its first ever wide release, complete with Zombie Girl, the movie, a feature-length documentary about the making of the movie. Sweet. That's also like the exact type of thing I love on these releases, making of documentaries, and especially for this one, it's got a really unique story to tell. So, time to tell it. Yes, the actual film is it 68? Odd, because on the back it says 66 minutes. That says 66 minutes too. Interesting. Then, from Music Box Films, we got Sybil. Yeah, I think that's the front. Sybil. Jeff asked, was it shot on an iPhone? No. This was, God, what year was this? Uh, 2006 theatrical premiere. So, definitely not shot on an iPhone. In fact, I think I remember it being shot on video. Oh, there you go. Pathogen was shot on digital video. Please approach the technical quality of the source material with empathy. Shot on digital video. Sybil, supposed to be a great film. Here is the inner art. Eric, have a good night, my friend. Thanks for hanging out for both streams. I'm streaming too much tonight. Another pouch here. This is the one to go with that first vinyl single here. This is Hellaware. Very unique slipcover. Says a film by Michael. I never know how to say this properly. Is it spelled different on the backside? Michael Bilandic. This one sounds flippin' hilarious. This is from Factory 25, a newer partner label. I think this might be their second release. This one is gently satirizes the world of highbrow art, the eyes of a wannabe photographer who becomes consumed by the bright lights of mainstream success. Jaded by the incestuous New York socialite shit that sells at prominent art galleries, Nate embarks on a quest for a more authentic brand of contemporary art when a coked-up YouTube search leads to a music video from Delaware goth rappers Young Torture Killers, an insane clown posse knockoff. Nate knows he's found his subjects. I mean, doesn't that just sound freaking great? Hilarious. And then the same band that is featured on the single there, on the back of the slip, it says, "I'll cut your dick off." Just so much great in this. Culture Shock releasing. This is quickly becoming like everybody's favorite partner label out of nowhere. I think this is the third release that they've done, and it's been 3 months in a row. They started in January. They had previously put this out on DVD, so I won't go too much into this, but I will show that it is Slashdance. Great slipcover here. This is the same that was on the art on the DVD, but also this is, I believe they're showing this as a double feature. Yes. So this is a double feature with Hollywood's New Blood. Here is the back. Oh, I was covering up some of the art. When acting dead can be fatal. That's a great tagline. From Altered Innocence, one of the better films, one of the better partner labels for like highbrow, really good films. This is Stop Zemlia, which I've only heard incredible things about. Really looking forward to this one. And they do a lot of coming of age films. And if you watched the last episode of Discovering Cinema, we went over covering it, coming of age films. I'm losing my mind already. So yeah, I love Altered Innocence because of that. They are a great label for stuff like that. Okay, into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. VSA Talons of the Eagle with my man Billy Blanks. And I got number 796. And here's the reverse art. Shows off Billy Blanks' shiny skin. And then inner art is the same as the slip. And yeah, it's a VSA. It's Billy Blanks. Everybody knows what they're getting into there. That went on a little easier than most VSA slips do. I wonder if it's because the plastic's still on there. But that feels a little better. I know everybody complains about that. I've never had a problem with it. Next double feature, Hard Rock Zombies, which a lot of people are complaining about. I think I saw this one years ago, and I don't remember it being awful, but I'll check it out again. And then on the back, Slaughterhouse Rock. I believe they had to get the rights for both of these from the same rights holder, which is one of the reasons why this was packaged together. And then something kind of cool, I think they've done this for some Peakorama titles. Their art is showing like an A title and then a featuring title on the bottom here. But on the back side, it is a Slaughterhouse Rock cover featuring Hard Rock Zombies. So you can have either one on the front. And they've got tons of information on the back. Synopsis for both films, all these special features. Let's see. Hard Rock Zombies is in newly scanned in 2K from the archival elements. Never Say Die, a making of documentary featuring interviews with the following actors, and there's a long list. Popcorn Farts and Low Budget Cheese, a featurette with special effects artists Chris Biggs and Everett Burrell. From bit player to band leader, an interview with actress Suzette Boggs. The Bible of Holy Moses, watching Hard Rock Zombies through a fanatic's eye, an interview with author Lucy Hall. And then Slaughterhouse Rock is scanned in 4K from the OCN, which is crazy. The Scorpion releasing previously put out Slaughterhouse Rock, and it didn't look great. So this is probably going to be a massive upgrade. This has low-key horror, an interview with cinematographer Nicholas Josette von Sternberg. The Girl That Lives, an interview with actress Tammy Heiler. Wearing the Right Clothes, an interview with actor Nicholas Salozzi. Lunch Break with Claus, an interview with actor Al Fleming, and the original trailer. This, tons of stuff on here. I do like the fact that this is a double feature, primarily because a lot of people had that Scorpion releasing disc here. So while you can upgrade this, you're kind of just getting it for free when you get Hard Rock Zombies. That's a good package. That's a good way to do it. Speaking of double features, the other semi-big upgrade this month is X-Ray and Schizoid, both now in 4K. This same double feature was in a Scream Factory double feature pack. And again, they had to get the license for both of these from the same rights holder. And here they are again in a new 4K package. All kinds of good stuff. And this is a 3-disc set. 3-disc set. Kind of nice. But then, for me at least, the biggest title from Vinegar Syndrome this month, Reform School Girls. This is a classic. This is like an exploitation classic that everybody... Oh, I forgot to show the back. So Young, So Bad, So What? This is a very fun film. Really nice slip. It's embossed all on the front. Even the spine is embossed with the title. And then those words are all embossed on the back as well. Jeff says, is that Kinski? Of course. What was that word? Of course. If I remember right, there is really nice piece written on Kinski here. Oh, it's the way they describe this. Schizoid is a delirious whodunit headlined by, listen to how they describe Kinski here, cult film superstar. Cult film superstar Klaus Kinski, alongside Donna Wilkes, Mariana Hill, and an early appearance from Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, all amplified with a throbbing electronic score by Craig Huxley and presented from a stunning new 4K restoration. So yes, that is cult film superstar Klaus Kinski. Oh, Klaus. Reform School Girls. Here is the art that a lot of people will recognize. This one, for those that don't know, the Pridemore Juvenile Detention Facility isn't just a place for troubled teenage girls to serve their time. Instead, it's a living hell filled with sexual depravity and violence. Jenny, a fresh inmate, becomes the de facto protector of Lisa, an innocent young girl forced to be a plaything to anyone after her body. Then there's Charlie, a hardened teenage lesbian who torments her fellow prisoners through brutal acts of sexual sadism. But no one instills more fear in even the toughest girls than the sadistic Edna. With the blind eye turned by money-hungry Warden Sutter, delights in terrorizing her beautiful prisoners. However, the girls have had enough, and things are about to change at Pridemore. Let's see. This is So Young, So Bad, So What on here. There's an extended making-of documentary featuring brand new interviews with the cast and crew. Pat Asked Superstar, an interview with theatrical producer Alan Eichler. Ode to Wendy, an interview with author and critic Brianna Whipple on the life and career of actress Wendy O. Williams. Archival commentary track with writer-director Tom DeSimone. Commentary track with queer film historian Elizabeth Purcell. Video footage from the play Women Behind Bars and the original trailers. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm Interpositive, reverse cover art, and subtitles, of course. If you don't have Reform School Girls, absolutely say this was the title to buy this month. And I don't understand how more people are not like salivating when this got announced. Reform School Girls is a huge title, and this has not been on Blue in the US, I don't think, ever. And in fact, I think the only time it got a release was in Germany in a media book, and I don't even know if that's a legit media book. It might be a bootleg. Reform School Girls. This is probably, again, this is a massive title for Vinegar Syndrome to get. A couple more partner labels in the bottom here. Why is that so hard to read? This is like another black metal cover. Ode to Nothing And oh, that's easy to read when the light is shining right on it. Ode to Nothing. And the back here, I can read it here better. Maybe not. Film by... I can't read that name. Okay. Jeez. This is from Canny. And yeah, that is some dark art. Canny has been doing great work. I've loved their stuff so far that I've seen. I'm not going to read all those words since they are tiny and hard to see in this poorly lit corner of the room. Antoine watched Reform yesterday, says it's so good. Glad you agree. I'm glad that I'm not just talking out of my ass to all of you guys. Let's see. From Yellow Veil Pictures with... I hate to say this because there are so many partner labels, but quickly rising up for me is one of my favorites. Yellow Veil Pictures, The Long Walk. And most of their stuff has been fairly new. Oh, the back of the slip. It's not super enticing. But here is the front art. And this is from 2019. And it says, an old scavenger living on the fringes of a near-future society acquires the ability to traverse through time thanks to the ghostly companion whose death he witnessed 50 years earlier. In order to appease his soul, he decides to trespass into his own past, setting in motion a plan to prevent his mother's terminal suffering. And all kinds of special features. These are great. All that is man is here. That's pretty rare. Glad you're here. He says, hello, happy Taco Tuesday. We shared some pictures of tacos. Well, he did. He shared some pictures of birria tacos earlier, and I'm dying to make birria again. Birria is great. Final one for this month is a really glossy slipcover. The Other French New Wave Volume 1. This is from Canadian International Pictures, and it is super glossy. It is rare that we get a glossy slip like this. You can see all the colored lights on the room reflecting because it's so glossy. And then this is matte in the middle with the titles are embossed on the spine as well and on the back. And these are the films that are included. And let me pull this off to have the super unique art on the other side. So this has The Cat in the Bag, The Merry World of Leopold Z, and Yule 871. And all kinds of special features at the bottom. And includes, I believe, 9 different, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it's 6 short films plus the 3 films altogether. So it's 9 films in total on here. Another great release. And then the very last thing in this box, which they fit a lot in here. I think this is the reason why I got my package a little later than a lot of you, is I had to get, because I don't have very many green shirts, the St. Patrick's Day. Wow, that is very gold. Gold logo tee that's not even showing up because the light is so bright. Crazy. All right. That is it for Vinegar Syndrome. And there is bubble wrap everywhere. That is so much. I put out the Vinegar Syndrome video about the flash sale coming up this weekend. Since we're talking about Vinegar Syndrome, and I got a good 15 minutes-ish before I got to get ready for the next show. Any questions about Vinegar Syndrome? Anything I can do to help prepare you for this weekend? As far as I'm aware, there are no new hints or anything like that today. And usually there's probably going to be at least one more where they drop something, probably another like promotional post on probably Wednesday. Well, it might be Thursday considering it's on Friday, where they'll tell us something else about these. We do have some hints, but we know that we're going to be seeing information on Thriller. The VSU, in my opinion, like I said, looks like it's going to be Cloak and Dagger, which is pretty damn exciting. Lots of cool stuff. It's an exciting time, even though I feel like we just got Black Friday packages in and started the new year. And yeah. Angel says, nothing actually on sale, right? Correct. The only thing that is on sale is the bundle itself is going to be slightly discounted. Usually it's like $7 or $8 cheaper than what it's going to be in May. So they never do a standalone for the new VSU as part of the Flash pre-order bundle only. So far, that is correct. In fact, I find it kind of odd that they even are announcing the VSU right now. I feel like they did that because they had to reveal Thriller because of what's going on with Synapse. So I think that took the wind out of their sails. That was going to be something that they waited to share. And then the VSU was going to be a reveal during the sale. But because we know about Thriller, hey, let's throw in the VSU and kind of entice people to buy in now. So yeah, that's my opinion. Quiet Rob says, I haven't even finished watching my Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday movies yet. There are people that have not finished Black Friday titles from like 2016. So I get it. It's been very busy. Is there an Italian film in print you can recommend? Oh God, hundreds. First one, I adore Fulci. I would say if you've never seen any Italian films, I would say dive into Don't Torture a Duckling. That film is wild. It's a really nice. It's a good movie. It's a very good Fulci film. Let's see. Just the Disc says my logic makes sense, and that's. I mean, I'm not going to come out and say that, and obviously Vinegar Syndrome can't come out and say that, but that's certainly what I'm thinking. Path of Madness sounds like a Vinegar Syndrome release. Let's see. How many pre-order options are we looking at? Still need to catch your video. Because this year is different, where they revealed that they are releasing a VSU, I can't say for sure, but I'm going to bet that they are only going to allow either the bundle by itself without the VSU or the bundle with the VSU. And maybe. I think that they may choose between either of those. I think that they might even either reveal the VSU and then not allow you to purchase it at all, which doesn't make sense to me. I think that they will allow a bundle for it, but I'm just kind of rambling about that now. I'm not entirely sure. Because this is brand new territory for them, I think that this is a little hard to answer. If this was last year, I would have said one option and that's it. Angel says, is that the one in Venice? I don't think any of Don't Torture a Duckling is in Venice, if I remember right. Oh, wait, maybe part of it is. It's been a couple years since I've seen it, but Don't Torture a Duckling is great. Alien from LA and Scanner Cop double feature was in the bundle. Those were the two mystery titles. So last year, those were part of the one bundle. When I say there's only one or two options, that doesn't mean that there's one or two titles. The option is the bundle, where you're going to have two mystery titles, two revealed titles, and then the big thing that's up in the air is the VSU. Is that going to be included or not? So you're actually going to be able to pre-order 4 to 5 titles. And I guess technically it might be more. And we know one of these is Thriller. So it's not, they're not going to be revealing a lot unless they surprise us somehow. It should be maybe the VSU and one other title. Yes, very good point. All that is, man. The Giallo colored sets from Arrow are a good starting point, especially if you don't have any of those 6 titles, obviously. And Mike, that Don't Torture a Duckling is available from Arrow still. Then they broke it out to the bundle, and wasn't VSU only available during that sale? I don't think they revealed the VSU last year. Because that was Six String Samurai came out during the halfway sale last year. Eric, yes, Justin Liberty from Vinegar Syndrome has confirmed April 1st they will have a day full of announcements. There's still an April package coming. We are getting a full weekend of publicity now, and then next weekend a full weekend of publicity. It's going to be a lot of Vinegar Syndrome talk for the next couple of weeks, and not to tease a little too much, but I will say Thursday nights we do our Reconnected, and what we do is we go over the all all of the announcements that came out the week prior. The 1st of April is on Friday. So on April 7th, that night on Reconnected, we have a massive show happening with a really cool guest. And I know it's far in advance, but by all means, please plan to be here that night. We are going to have some discourse on this channel that has been I won't say missing, but unprecedented is probably the right way to say that. It has not happened on this one at all. There you go, Maddie. All Those Man says it was announced day of. I don't even think we knew last year that we were getting another VSU. Maddie, sale starts this Friday and runs for the whole weekend. My Reconnected, the special show, is going to be on April 7th. But you know what? Now's as good a time as any to share that the next 3 weeks are going to be really cool on Reconnected. So this week, I wasn't going to do this, but may as well. As long as he doesn't cancel on me, because he is very busy right now. Thursday night of this week, so March 24th, Mike Sandlin from Grindhouse Video is going to be our guest on Thursday night and go over all of the announcements. And then next Thursday, we have another special guest that I won't be revealing just yet, but that will be the 31st of March. And then on April 7th, that is the biggest one that we have planned over the next month. Reconnected, April 7th. We're going to be going over all of the Vinegar Syndrome titles, all of the partner label titles, and all of the other announcements that come off from that previous week. Keep in mind, this Thursday, we have Second Sight announcements. We've got, or not Second Sight, sorry, Eureka announcements coming out this week. On this coming Friday, I believe we are getting Arrow announcements. And that probably means, what is the date? Next week is the 28th. I believe next Monday, we are probably getting Scream Factory announcements. So each of these next 3 weeks are going to be great guests on Reconnected. It is a good time to be a fan of physical media. Last chance. Got another show that starts in just a little bit, and got to take a break before then. That's a good point to say. If you've never tuned in the description below, Discovering Cinema. I've got another channel that I do a weekly show every Tuesday night at 9 Central. And tonight we are doing a top 3 and bottom 3 Brad Pitt films. Brad Pitt films. Angel says Arrow sale when? That'll be in April. And speaking of sales, another thing we're going to be talking about this week, Kino sale starts on Thursday. Kino sale, they've not fully announced it yet, but it starts on the 24th. More than 800 titles on sale again, and that'll be running through April. So prepare thine wallets, because there is a lot coming. We went like 2 months without a sale, and then suddenly everybody is having a sale recently. So make sure you're checking out all of our socials. Warner Archive is having a sale right now. It's the first one since they left the WB shop. 88 Films is still having their sale. If you have ever been to Groove, Gruv, it's the Universal storefront. Their 2 for $22 4K sale ends tonight, so go check them out. Indicator, Dustin, Indicator's last newsletter said that there is a flash sale coming. There is so much happening right now, and for all the links, check out the Disconnected Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It always gets announced there. And if you want to be up to date, there's a whole bunch of people in this chat that are a part of my Patreon. I send out immediate in-stock announcements. I send out, if I found something out of print on sale online, I go post it there. There are people that have bought things. I helped somebody find a copy of the Toshiaki Toyota early year set just this week. And I'm trying to help everybody. So if you want a part of that, Patreon link is in the description below. I appreciate you guys. It has been a really great time recently. So please come show Discovering Cinema tonight if you want to hang out longer. Otherwise, I'll be back here Thursday night. Thanks for hanging out. From one collector to all of you guys.